till after the incident, then you're back to racing. Okay, our leader is going through the skidoo section now, coming down to the Pirtek rollers in the front straightaway, looking at the AMSOIL finish line to complete the next lap. It is still a big lead for Kenny Goike on that 450 skidoo out of Armada, Michigan. Second place coming across now is the 810 Lawrence Iggy, and then the 612 third of Isaac Peterson. Goike now taking his way through under the arch, heading down the back straightaway, the U.S. Army Reserve, U.S. Air Force Reserve. Around the Arctic Cat corner. Takes it a little bit wide off the berm, is able to maintain, heads himself into the Ziegler Cat corner. White flag will be coming out next time by. Leader has a very comfortable lead at this point, and it is the our second qualifier too. That's Kenny Goike on that skidoo. Now it's Isaac Peterson coming into the second spot on that Polaris, followed by the 810 of Lawrence Egg on that skidoo out of Greenbush, Minnesota. Oh, 2 laps left was the signal. A little change there. Okay. 2 sticks flying there. If you saw it on the finish line, means 2 laps remaining. Leader now has a very comfortable lead. He's heading through the Arctic Cat corner down into the Ziegler Cat. Takes it a little wide over the berm, but is able to control it. Coming through the skidoo section now. He'll be looking at the white flag next time by. That is still our 450 skidoo rider of Kenny Goike. One more time around. Here comes Isaac Peterson on that Polaris. All right, Kenny now taking it out to the FXR corner underneath the ISOC Golden Arch. And working his way down that back roller section. Suspensions are important. Track is kind of hard because it's actually dry, like Paul said, dry snow, but hard from being so cold. Suspension has a lot to absorb. All right, Kenny now approaching some lap traffic as he's going to see the double checkers and takes it. Kenny Goike takes the checkered flags. Second place coming across will be our number 2 qualifier, Isaac Peterson. And then the 810, which was your 5th qualifier, comes across in 3rd, Lawrence Egg on that 810 skidoo. Okay, we'll be introduced to those folks here very shortly. Coming up next now should be our age group 8 to 10 transition class. 15 riders from Weston, Wisconsin. Your number 1 qualifiers, Tyson Kielman on the 430 Cat. Riley Johnson on the 106 Arctic Cat out of Otsego, Minnesota. Avery Hemmer on the 415 Polaris from Nelvin, Minnesota. Ryland Nelson on the 268 Arctic Cat from Hawley, Minnesota. Your 5th qualifier, Ryder Hayes on the 417 Skidoo from Leroy, Michigan. Mason Broden on the 23 Arctic Cat out of Castleton, North Dakota. 7th qualifier, Max Nowak on the number 1 Polaris from Holland, Michigan. Trip Knudsen on the 412 Polaris from Bisbee, North Dakota. Sammy Sheldon on the 111 Polaris from Paulette, Vermont. Your 10th qualifier is Gage Bauer on the 255 Polaris, Rice, Minnesota. John Thieke on the 237 Skidoo, Chatfield, Minnesota. 12th qualifier, Noah Gillis on the White 89 Arctic Cat, Bedford, Minnesota. Tristan Hinton on the 313 Cat from Elk River, Minnesota. Grant Wentzloff on the 247 Polaris from Roseau. And your 15th qualifier will be Colden Harnoy on the 920 Arctic Cat, Lakewood, Wisconsin. Uh-oh. You know what? Again, these are the 200s that are on the line. I don't have a sheet for. I apologize again. I'm going by my race sheets, and this is a stock 200 class. I am very sorry. I'll see if I can get a sheet for that. As we ran their last chance qualifier and didn't have a chance. They didn't have a chance to make up the final sheets because we ran it so back to back so fast. If they're getting lined up, all right. Now our stock 200 class, I've got her here. Ryan Szymanski is the #1 qualifier in the 195. These are ages 6 to 12. Here they come. Giovanni D'Antonio, #2. Tucker Kraling on the 707. Third qualifier. Trey Kohigi is your 4th qualifier. The 5th qualifier is Tate Blasey on the 121. Bailey Sheldon is your 6th qualifier. Lincoln Scar on the 100S. Colden Hernoy as the 920. Heath Henges at the number 440. 10th qualifier, triple one, Sammy Sheldon. Trent Peterson on the number 28. 170 is Hudson Kuhn. Kyra Hassler is the number 814. Noah Gillis on the 189. And our 15th qualifier, 929, Memphis Beeson. Okay, now we're going. It looks like Szymanski got the whole shot, is out in the lead. We'll follow as they progress through. Notice the machines are pretty even. About 9.5 horse, I think I said before. Stock 200 cc's. Full suspension, front and rear. Just a great little sled. As they work their way around the Ziegler Cat section, coming into the Skidoo corner now, heading down to the Pirtek roller straightaway here for the AMSOIL finish line, completing lap #1. Here they come. And your leader still is the 195 ride. That's your #1 qualifier, Ryan Szymanski. Then it's Tucker Kraling and Tate Blasey. That's your top 3 as they run right now. D'Antonio looks like he's trying to take a spot, moving his way up. As our group works their way into the FXR corner now after the finish line. Here they come through under the AMSOIL Snocross Golden Arch. Still is the 195 at Szymanski. Getting close behind though, Kraling. The first national final for our stock 200 class in the 2022 season. And you're with us to observe it. Yes. So nice to have you here. Okay, coming down for the white flag already. It is still the 195 ride. That's Ryan Szymanski. Tucker Kraling in second. And Tate Blasey rounding out the top 3 right now. As we're on our last lap of this particular final. Working our way around the U.S. Air Force section through the rollers in the back straightaway. Leader is still Ryan Szymanski on that 195. You can see the group is pretty bunched up together, especially for the 3rd position back there. Ryan takes it around into the Ziegler Cat section now. the skidoo. Coming around looking for those double checkers. Will he do it? Yes, he will. First place, Ryan Shemansky. Second place, the 707 ride. That's Tucker Kraling. Rounding out your top three, the 28, Trent Peterson. And he was your 11th qualifier. And as the others come through, that is your stock 200. Now coming up next is our transition age group 8 to 10, which I announced. Getting them lined up. We'll be ready to fire them off right away now too. 15 sleds, 10 in the front, 5 in the back. After this one here, then we'll be going down to the podium, I believe, with Eric Allreed. And we will introduce you to our podium finishers as they get their plaques and their all-important Sunoco Fuel race bucks. Okay, the groomer's doing a little touch up here just before we take off. Got our 8 to 10 age group transition sleds lined up on the line, as you can see. Get them folks fired up and ready to go. Pirtek Snowcross National, presented to us by Country Cat, part of the AMSOIL Series of Champions. Okay, all our previous top 3 finishers from the previous races, please work your way to the podium for your trophy presentation. Work your way up there right now as we get started with our 4th final of the day, our transition 8 to 10. So those of you that have finished in the top 3 so far today, work your way up to the podium. We want to meet you. All right, sleds are fired. Race is under starters' orders. Here they come. Good start. Who's got that whole shot? It looks like that's Avery Hemmer on that 415 Polaris ride. Will lead the group, maybe, into the Polaris corner. She's side by side in the snow dust. Falls back a position as they head into the FXR corner. Switchback under the snowcross arch. Okay, it looks like we have a Arctic Cat rider out there. No, that's Riley Johnson leading the pack. Side by side though, so as you can see, good racing as we head into the Arctic Cat corner. Now into the Ziegler. Everybody's doing a great job. Coming around into the Pirtek roller in the front straightaway here, leading the first lap, coming to the AMSOIL finish line will be the 106 of Riley Johnson, followed by the 268 of Ryland Nelson, then the number 430 of Tyson Kielman. Okie doke. That's your top three as they head into the FXR corner under the Snocross Golden Arch, I call it. Back section Air Force Reserve rollers. Coming down to the Pirtek corner. Everybody's well under control. A little bit of space now between sleds. Working the best line they can possibly find to move up into that podium position. Completing the next lap. It still is the 106 of Riley Johnson leading the way. Ryland Nelson behind him. And Tyson Kielman. That's your top three still as they head down to the FXR switchback. Now into the Air Force Reserve section once again, rollers. Looks like Riley still has everything pretty much under control. Will Ryland Nelson have something for him here in these closing laps? Worked their way now through the Ziegler Cat section. Still has a good handle on it. The white flag will be coming out this time. White flag meaning one lap left. Can Riley hang on? It is still the 106 Arctic Cat, Riley Johnson. Right behind him is the 268 Arctic Cat of Ryland Nelson. All right, working their way across the Air Force Reserve section one last time in this final. Then we're going to go down and meet our podium finishers. Down through the Ziegler section. He's starting to feel the pressure. I need to hang on. I want this win. I want that nice plaque. I want those Sunoco bucks. Double checkers are out. He's seeing it. He's smiling under that helmet as he takes the win. Riley Johnson on the 106 and 268 of Ryland Nelson in second place. Gives the crowd a wave. Third place, the number 430, Tyson Kielman. Okay, soon as we're ready here, we're gonna take a real quick break, get the podium ready to go. You are watching the Pirtek Snowcross National here at beautiful